There is a moment at work that most people never talk about. Imagine yourself sitting in a meeting. You've done all the work, you've stayed late, you've delivered the results, and yet someone else gets the opportunity, gets the recognition, someone else gets the credit, someone else gets chosen. And in that moment, it is not just frustration. It's something very, very deep. A quiet question begins to form inside you. Is hard work even enough anymore? And if you've ever felt this, like there is this invisible group, an inside circle, a silent game being played without you, then what you are experiencing is something very, very real. Workplace politics. Favoritism at work. It's also called as office cliques. And here's the truth that most people would not tell you. This is not about unfairness. It is about psychology. And unless you understand the game beneath the surface, no amount of hard work will feel enough. And once you do, something within you shifts. You stop reacting and you start rising. Most professionals believe workplaces run on performances. But if you observe closely, they also run on perception, on emotional comfort, on familiarity, on trust signals. This is where cliques are formed. Not because people are evil, no, but because our brain prefers safety. It's as simple as that. People gravitate towards those who feel familiar, similar backgrounds, similar thinking, similar communication styles, and this is also called as in-group bias. And favoritism is simply this bias playing out in decision making. Who gets the opportunities? Who gets visibility? Who gets promoted? Now, if you don't see this clearly, you may take it personally. And this is what you do when you feel threatened, when you feel ignored, undervalued, invisible. But the moment you understand this, you step into a very, very different position. You stop becoming the victim of the system, but you become a student of it. And from there, you can begin to move differently. So instead of reacting emotionally, you begin to act strategically. And for that, you need a framework. Not manipulation, not dark psychology, but grounded, clear, intelligent strategy. I often coach people on this framework. It's called the RISE framework, R-I-S-E, because this is not about fighting the system. This is about rising above it without losing your integrity. R stands for read the game, clarity without paranoia. The first mistake that most people make is either they ignore the politics or they start to overthink about it. But wisdom lies in observation, because every workplace has patterns. It might be subtle ones. You may notice that some people always sit together. Information flows in a small group. Decisions seem to happen before the meetings have even begun. These are not random things. These are signals, not to make you anxious, but to make you aware. Because once you see the pattern, you stop being confused by it. And here's something important. You do not need to judge it. You simply need to understand it. So instead of asking, why are they like this? Ask, what is happening here? Who influences decisions? Who feels insecure? Who needs validation? Because underneath every clique, there is an emotional driver. There might be a fear of losing control, a fear of being replaced, a fear of being irrelevant. And when you begin to see this, something powerful happens. You detach. Not emotionally cold, but strategically aware. There are a few actions that you can take today. Create a simple workplace map. Take 10 minutes. Write down key decision makers, informal influences, who trusts whom, who avoids whom. This is not manipulation, this is clarity. And clarity reduces emotional reaction. Because now you're not guessing it, you are seeing it on the map right in front of you. The next step is I. Integrate, don't isolate. Become the bridge. Now, most people respond to cliques in two ways. They either try to force their way in or they withdraw completely. Both of these strategies fail because cliques thrive on division. So instead of joining or resisting, you do something very, very smart. You become the bridge, a person who connects without belonging to just one group. Now think about this. Who becomes valuable in any system? Not the loudest person, not the most political person, but the person that everyone finds useful. So instead of trying to fit in, focus on becoming relevant across circles. One of the actions that you can take today is share neutral value. Do not gossip, not opinions, but insights. Hey, I came across this data, it might be useful for your project, it might help you. Or second thing that you can do is acknowledge other people publicly. In meetings, you could say that, Priya's input really helped me move forward this project. So when you do this does something really powerful. It builds trust without triggering any sort of competition. Third thing that you can do is you can stay consistent in your communication. Use the same clear messaging. No emotional swings, no reactive tone, because consistency builds credibility, and credibility travels across groups. Now it goes a little deeper. When you become the bridge, you are no longer trying to be accepted. You're becoming someone people prefer to include. And that changes the entire dynamic. Now at this point of time, you may be thinking, okay, I understand this game, but how do I actually move ahead in a system like this? Because understanding is one thing, but growth requires strategy. And that's where most people get stuck. They either overwork or overreact, but neither creates influence. So how do you become undeniable even in a biased system? How do you create opportunities that cliques cannot block? And most importantly, how do you protect your growth without burning bridges? Because once you understand that, you don't just survive office politics, you rise above it. The next in the RISE framework is S, show impact. Become undeniable, not emotional. Here's where most people struggle. They work harder, they stay longer, they try to prove themselves. But in environments shaped by favoritism at work, hard work alone is not visible, because visibility is not about effort. It is about evidence. See, your brain and your boss's brain doesn't remember effort. Trust me on this one. It remembers the impact. And if your impact is not visible, it is almost invisible. And this is where the shift happens. Instead of asking, am I working hard enough? You begin asking, is my impact clearly seen, or is it understood clearly? Now, notice the difference. One is effort driven, the other one is outcome driven. And in workplaces, outcomes speak louder than intentions. Now, the action that you can take today is try something simple, a weekly impact log. Not complicated, just 3 points every week. What did I improve? What value did I create? What problem did I solve? For example, I reduced the report time by 30%, or I helped a team member close a client faster, or I improved the workflow efficiency. I did something. This is where most people hesitate. They think this is bragging, but it is not. It is clarity, and clarity creates credibility. Then, once a week, you communicate it calmly, neutrally. This is what I worked on last week, and this is the kind of outcome and results it created. No drama, no exaggeration, just facts. Because facts are difficult to ignore. And slowly, something begins to shift. You stop being overlooked because now you are measurable, and measurable people become undeniable. The last step in this framework is E, expand beyond the system. Create what can't be blocked. Now comes the most powerful shift, because at some point you realize something. If you keep waiting for the system to be fair, you will continue to keep waiting. So instead, you stop depending on it and you start creating your own space. This is where professionals move from participants to creators, because cliques or favorite people can control access, but they cannot control initiative. They can block roles, but they cannot block value. Some of the actions that you can take regarding this is, number one, identify a gap, something that no one fully is owning. Maybe it is a process that is inefficient, a system that is outdated, a problem that keeps repeating itself. Now, instead of complaining about it, you design a solution, a very simple, clear, actionable thing, and you present it not as a complaint but as contribution. Another thing that you can do is build visibility beyond hierarchy. Connect across teams, not for politics but for perspective. Hey, I noticed something in your workflow and I thought this might help you. And slowly, your name travels. Not because of the gossip, but because of the value that you provide. Another thing that you can try is create your identity, not based on designation, but based on your contribution to the teams, to the environment, to the culture. The person who solves problems, a person who brings clarity, a person who delivers. Because titles can be delayed, but identity is built daily with every small action. And here's something that most people don't think about. You can do everything right and still be in a system that doesn't grow you, and that's important for you to see. Because growth is not just about effort. It is also about the environment that you are working in. Ask yourself, am I growing here or just surviving? And sit with that question, because your body already knows the answer. Now, this doesn't mean that you quit immediately. I'm not saying that. Do not do this. I mean, you become strategic. Some of the actions that you can take: build silent alliances, people who respect your work, trust your intent, not loud connections, but steady ones. Another thing is document your journey, your work, your results, your growth, because clarity protects you. And the third thing that you can do is keep options open, not from fear, but from strength. Because when you know you have choices, you stop tolerating what limits you. Now, if you take a step back and look at all of this together, something becomes very, very clear. Office politics is not just about people. It is about human behavior, belonging, fear, status, recognition. And once you understand all of this, you stop taking everything personally. You stop reacting to every situation, and instead you begin to move with awareness, like someone who understands the ocean, not trying to control the waves, but learning how to navigate them. So the next time you walk into a meeting and something feels off, like somebody being chosen over you or something doesn't feel fair according to you, pause. Not to suppress your emotion, I never suggest that. It is against what I teach, but to see clearly. Because the moment you see clearly, you stop shrinking and you start rising. Not by playing manipulative games, not by losing yourself, but by becoming someone who cannot be ignored. Someone who understands the system without being controlled by it. Someone who creates value even when the system is biased. And that is the real power. Not loud, not aggressive, but steady, clear, unshakable. And over time, that kind of presence changes everything. Because while others are busy playing politics, you are busy building something deeper. Your credibility, your clarity, your career. And that cannot be taken away. If this gives you any sort of clarity, you might want to save this, because these are not quick tricks, but they are long-term shifts. And the more you apply them, the more you will begin to notice you are no longer reacting to the system. You're rising above it.